If you're familiar with my channel, you know that I watch a lot of documentaries, and then within that, a lot of crime documentaries. And so when something new comes out, I hop on it because first off, it's just in my wheelhouse. It's something that we enjoy in our house. Love just watching it, learning new things. I mean, documentaries are wonderful, but Netflix has been pounding them out and has been releasing just a ton of them. And I'm so thankful for that because it constantly gets to scratch that itch that we have that, hey, I want to learn something new. I want to know more about some weird case or something going on. Netflix has released their documentary series, The Innocence Files. It's based off of the Innocence Project, where a group of lawyers have set out in different states to look at people's cases who they feel have been wrongly imprisoned, and they work to free them. This documentary is probably going to frustrate the crap out of you. So should you watch it? The Innocence Files is broken up into 9 episodes. For the most part, you can watch these in any order you want, but there are some that work well as a set because it's a continuation from one episode to the next of the story. They've broken it up within those 9 episodes into segments as well. So you have some that cover witnesses, you have some that cover evidence, and then others that cover the prosecution. And within each of those subsets, it really then dives down into, okay, let's look at the evidence. Well, what is it saying? Is it reliable? Who's the expert that's looking at it? And is it actually scientifically based, or is it really based on just junk science? And it was really interesting to watch as they dive into this, and you get to see all of the different techniques, and you get to see from different sides of the fence of, well, no, I believe this is true, or, and it works, and it's accurate. And others are like, that is completely inaccurate. No, you should never use this. The problem is, though, with any of these, it's been used to convict people. And most of the time, at least within this, the Innocence Project believes that the person who is locked away is actually innocent, hence their name. What really intrigued me about this series is it reminded me a lot of a movie I saw in early 2020 before everything got locked down. It's Just Mercy with Michael B. Jordan, where he is a young lawyer who decides to take on some cases, and he looks at these and he says, you know what, no, this person, they're wrongly convicted, they're wrongly accused, I'm gonna work to help get them out. And that's what you see in this documentary series as well. It absolutely will frustrate you though. I mean, there is a lot of just bad stuff that you see where it's negligence or it's just outright bad intentions of somebody to really just screw with the evidence or screw with witnesses or to convolute the truth to really put somebody away. And the worst part when that happens is that the real perpetrator of the crime has gone free and gotten away with it. And it's crazy, and it is very, very heartbreaking and sad to see the amount of time that these people spend behind bars. Even when confronted, when the courts are confronted with new evidence, where we would think, oh, well, look, hey, here's brand new DNA, because at the time the DNA evidence wasn't around. You couldn't test for DNA. Now they can. We have the technology. And so, look, here, court, here's brand new evidence. It excludes this person who has been convicted, and it still takes forever to go through the entire legal process to have either that judgment removed or to have it appealed and then, set aside, whatever the legal jargon is, to have these people released and exonerated. It's not instant. Each of the episodes is around an hour long, and it's an emotionally draining hour though. I mean, you can find yourself binging a bunch of them together, and you probably will. I mean, we did. But it takes its toll. Like, I couldn't watch all 9 episodes back to back to back because it was just too heavy. It was just too much. And also I was getting really mad that you're just disgusted in your soul at how these things happen to people. If you're into true crime, if you like documentaries, if you've been looking for something new to watch, The Innocence Files, it's a really good one. I highly recommend that you do check it out, but just beware that it is going to drain on you some, that it's going to be a weight around your shoulders, that you're going to feel sad or sickened or disgusted and angry. And that's okay, because I think that's how you're supposed to feel. That's natural for it. One thing that really shocked me though is the demeanor of some of those who were accused wrongly. They were incarcerated and they had large chunks of time stolen from them. They maintained their innocence all the way through. When they get out, how they react. I mean, it blew me away that they're humble, that they're not really angry. Maybe they've had a lot of time to process it. Well, they have had a lot of time to process it, but you would think that they would be just upset, that it would be seething. I mean, just something like that. And these people, no. Other than some time lost and a lot of time lost and just missing out on opportunities or experiences, these are really nice people. Somebody that you would want to go up and you probably want to give a hug to and just be like, dude, I am so sorry that you had to go through that. I had nothing to do with it, but that's terrible and it should never happen again. There's no sex, and I don't believe any nudity. There is a lot of profanity and a bunch of violence, descriptions of sexual violence, and sometimes even violent imagery shown. So just know that going in. I mean, this is obviously, it's not made for kids. It's all about people who have been wrongly accused of terrible things and put away for a long time. But I do highly recommend that you check out the Innocence Files on Netflix. Are you a fan of true crime documentaries? Is there one that you've been watching that you think I should check out? Let me know in the comments below. If you enjoyed this review, please give it a like. Also, don't forget to share and subscribe. I'm Chris. This is Movies and Munchies. Thanks for catching with me.